Hey, everybody, it's Eddie from Tokyo. This is your cryptocurrency update from Japan and the 60-minute television show which featured Ripple called The Big Crypto. It has aired and it was a hit piece. Not just a few misleading comments by John Stark, and the audacity of his comments is beyond comprehension. As Daniel says, it was an absolute train wreck. Whoever thought that this could be cool to air should clean their desk on Monday. I agree with Daniel, but I think Ripple was not given professional courtesy to view or have any sort of knowledge of what they were going to air. And that is because of the tweet that came from Brad Garlinghouse. He, like so many, had these comments after watching it. He goes on to say that he spoke with Margaret Brennan. She is the woman at 60 Minutes who he spoke to for 90 plus minutes straight. And when discussing the SEC's misguided lawsuit against Ripple, 60 Minutes shockingly left out a federal judge ruled that XRP is not a security. Gensler's shill, John Reed Stark, knows better despite his comments that 60 Minutes chose to air. Lastly, he goes on to say that to say crypto has no utility is exactly what the naysayers said about the internet in its earliest days, and it's nothing more than illicit activity. Well, how vastly they were proven wrong. Today, even JP Morgan is coming around on the blockchain. Conveniently, 60 Minutes also failed to mention that Ripple is doing billions of dollars of KYC transactions for their institutional customers, leveraging XRP to move money cross-border more efficiently than traditional payment rails. Neil Hartner, a software engineer at Ripple who works with digital assets in payments, he points out that, now I want you to listen, especially if you're new to this XRPL ecosystem, XRP is not Ripple's cryptocurrency. Ripple is only one of many companies or decentralized applications that use it. Secondly, XRP is used in cross-border payments. And thirdly, the digital token XRP itself is never a security, as per a judgment in the court of law. So I think Brad Garlinghouse is locked in, along with thousands of others on X, and CBS is ultimately going to have to issue an apology. I do have some additional news about the XRP ledger, which is pretty exciting, but I just want to shift over to Flare Networks for a moment because this is incredible. Yesterday, Hugo gave us a heads up of a new likely direction for Flare Networks. They're researching to leave, exit EVM. That's Ethereum Virtual Machine. I'm shocked. And it is also being considered to integrate with Move. Move is the language used by Sui. It is far superior in scalability. It's faster, it's cheaper, it's most importantly, the smart contracts are safer. I'm just blown away by his statement, but also Hugo is a high technology guy. And I know he wants to have the best tech choice in the space. And will we see Ripple move to some sort of integration with the ledger? Well, I would say it's a big possibility. The experts around me say Move has about 9% adoption currently, and that number is exploding. Most tell me that Move is going to replace Solidity, the EVM language, in terms of developer adoption. Something a little bit fun that's going to be a perfect lead-in to tell you about a big happening with the digital asset XRP and the ledger. First, Badass Yetis. Yes, if you don't know these, it's a very fun collection of NFTs that was put out by Chip and Jeff of On the Chain. And I happened to win one in one of their podcasts recently. I want to point out that they really took a smart direction with their NFTs, and they're using it to brand a line of coffee beans. And to thank them for my Yeti, I made a very, very short clip, but I want to point out that I used the Gen AI music site for the music. In fact, I'm using it almost every time I make an original clip. I have made a total of 63, I think it is 62. Yeah, I've made 62 tracks, and I'm finding this site to be incredibly powerful and fun. And when I think about how we're all going to move to a new way of storytelling with our releases, whether it's products, whether it's services, whatever we're going to do, we're going to entertain people visually. It's going to be much more than just words on a page. And this site is one of those tools that can make your communication super fun. All right, have a listen. The Gen AI music site is a product offering from Futureverse, which is on the RootNetwork, and they have published some of the new stats that you can see is fueled by XRP, 1.5 million smart contract transactions so far, 1.3 million network fees, 334,000 AI generated transactions on the XRPL. That's amazing. Over 4 million NFTs minted, 11.4 million on-chain transactions with XRP used as gas, and then also the 1.3 billion in total value transferred where XRP was used as the gas token. And I'll say it again, while everyone's looking there, I'm looking here, and this is Gidden Labs. By 2025, XRP will transform into something extraordinary. On-chain activity driven by the decentralized apps, or DApps, will soar, multiplying by dozens of times, projects rivaling Uniswap, Chainlink, 1inch, Maker, Compound, and DYDX will rise on the XRP ledger. Everybody, you want to pay attention to what's going on here, and I'm talking about Futureverse, the RootNetwork, and a lot of the products and services being built. Last night, my very good friend Chris Dangerfield joined me so I could capture, in his words, what exactly he is doing with Dennis Angel, a fellow XRPL developer, with the XRPL firewall. I'm going to let him take you out on this video, and do pay attention, watch it in full, because I think he's building something for everyone that is very important. All right, everybody, do take care. Sayonara for now. Bye-bye.
This might be uncomfortable for you. Just imagine waking up and all your XRP is gone. That is a reality of self-custody. And ultimately, we all know the importance of keeping your private key secure. However, what we do know is that everybody is not lucky. So today I've come specifically to talk to you about Firewall, or more specifically XRPL, firewall.com, which is a website we've stood up. Essentially, it is an informational site to raise awareness about a product that myself and Dennis Angel are planning to build. But we need support. We need the community support because we are going to require a XRPL amendment in order to get this thing sort of like to be something you can actually use. If you like what you're about to hear, then all we're really asking is that you show a small level of intent and just sign up for our waiting list, which is all it requires is your first name and an email address. And we won't be spamming you with loads of emails. We just want to be able to send you a few updates of our progress as we progress through the project. Some people are very unlucky and they fall for a variety of different scams, hacks, and all manner of different things. And there are a plethora of reasons and why people ultimately have their crypto stolen. And it's not necessarily their fault. They haven't necessarily done anything wrong. Sometimes they could have done everything right and still end up in a situation where they lose everything. So what we've done is come up with a protocol level amendment, which would add an additional layer of security to your XRP. Okay, so you would enable this feature on your XRPL account. And when this feature is enabled, what it basically does is it would enable you to be compromised, i.e. somebody gets your secret key. And with the firewall enabled, the secret key would not be enough to drain all the funds from your account. There are lots of technical things that go on as to why this is possible and how it all works. And if you heard the message, protect yourself from the potential of being socially engineered and scammed or losing all your XRP. If that rings true to you, go and have a look at the website, xrplfirewall.com. All the technical stuff that you would need to know, it's explained in relatively simple language, so it's easy to understand. And if you want to dig into the real detail, you can find the link to the XLS proposal on there as well. Go and have a look. There's a bunch of FAQs on the bottom of the page, which will answer all the common questions for you. Go and have a look at how it works, the features and stuff like that. Have a look at some of the advocates that we've got, which is under people. These are well-known people from within our community that are endorsing this project. Have a read. You can find me on Twitter at XRPL365 and send me a DM. And I'll be happy to answer any questions and then importantly get those updated on the FAQs. And what I didn't want to do is go too technical because I know we just want to do a short clip. So the key message is if what I've said about the potential of losing the XRP rings a bell with you, which it should, then please go and have a look at the website and support us because we do need to know that if we were to build this, that people are going to want to use it. Yeah, and there's a lot more I've got to say, and I'm sure I'll get lots of other opportunities to talk to you over the next however many months or it takes to get this thing pushed forward. So I think I'll cut it there and just say thanks for having me, and I hope that your viewers will support the project and by at least going and taking a look. Thank you.